It's time for you to turn the energy back upon yourself. Put the spotlight on you. Look at you. Look at your execution. Look at your habits. Look at your rituals. You want to set the values of what your life lives to. You want to set the principles you adhere to. You want to set and be clear with your mission. All right, let's go. If you are tired of not feeling fit, tired of not having the focus, tired of not having the financial resources, this is your place to be. I'm Jason Yarusi. This is the place you come to break your bad habits so you can build the momentum that's going to give you the success that you deserve. Today, we're talking about a life built with purpose. And I want you to just think about your day. Think about the activities you're doing. Think about the steps you're doing. Think about all the things you've done up into point of listening. And maybe you're just getting up, right? But even on that fact, just for the few minutes you've been up just before listening to this, just think about what you've done. Was there intent behind there? Was there purpose? Was it something that's going to give you later fulfillment, right, within your life? I've been reflecting on my days and then just looking at the pace. And, growing up in the Northeast, right, I've always had that part where you move quick. You have to get things done, rapid. And looking at that and looking at how it evolved, it's had its definite advantages, but many times we're doing for the sake of doing, right? We're doing because we've always felt that we have to do, regardless of it, if it matters if we're doing or not. And when you can take a moment to pause, take a moment to reflect, just take a moment. You look at what you're actually doing and you say, does this give me the fulfillment that I'm seeking? I mean, here at Live 100, we're aiming to be self-aware of how we show up, self-aware of who we are, self-aware of just how we react in all situations so we can position ourselves for greatness. And most, we're just going through these rapid series of intentional activities that don't have purpose. So I want you to think about this today. Think about what you do each and every day. Are these actions just repetitive that you've gotten so used to the activity, so used to the action, so used to the moment, so used to the energy flowing, but it's really giving you no foundation for the life you deserve? It's time to take back control. It's time to set the narrative, to look at your day, your moments in time, and see how they're building you into the person you want to become. What you do today surely shapes who you are tomorrow. Many times we think that, today's not going to matter, tonight's going to tomorrow. In the small part, if you have a couple of these thrown in, sure, it's not going to have the ultimate all-in effect. But if you're putting on and piling on all these days of which you're just kind of thrown in the towel, what do you think the effect's going to be? What do you think others around you are thinking? How do you think that these moments in time when you're not giving your all are going to shape your future? But it has to have some reason for why you're doing things. Think about the moments here. If you're out there and you're at this job or you're out there starting your business and you're in a grind, right? The sake of working hard for working hard has no purpose. Working hard with a plan in place for what it's going to give you, the result it's going to give you, that's the life. You want to create generational wealth. You want to create great principles, great energy that we can pass along to those around us, to our family, to be able to help upbring society. And if we're just doing a bunch of activities and we're just filling gaps, right? We're just filling gaps with time and need and energy. What are we doing here? So I ask you today, are you being truthful with yourself of how you're showing up? Are you being truthful with yourself of what you're doing each day? Are you doing this based on someone else's schedule? Are you doing this because someone else says so? Or are you doing this because you honestly don't know why? Well, it's okay until it's not okay, and now it's not okay. It's time for you to turn the energy back upon yourself. Put the spotlight on you. Look at you. Look at your execution. Look at your habits. Look at your rituals. You want to set the values of what your life lives to. You want to set the principles you adhere to. You want to set and be clear with your mission. You want to be very clear with the intent of your actions. Our purpose is for greatness within our own selves. And that starts with discipline and accountability. But discipline for the sake of discipline, and if you're accountable to not being accountable, then what are we producing? Live 100 is a model that's going to give you the foundation to produce the results that you deserve to have. You do need to go through these steps with purpose and attention. You do need to go through these steps with intention that's going to drive you forward. There will be days that will not be your best day. So you can't waste the other days in between. Not every day is going to be a home run. Most days aren't even going to be singles in terms of your journey to success. But you're bunting your way down the path. It gets you a lot of momentum if you continue to do it. But you can't just take days off for the sake of taking days off and just saying, you know what, let me just start tomorrow. Let me just fill in the blank has gotten you nowhere. Your results are dependent on your actions, and your results are dependent on you. I'm betting on you. Your family's betting on you. Your friends are betting on you. But you have to bet on you. You know, we go so much part of just treating the lottery as if that's how we show up in our life. You know, 50% of the US population plays the lottery. It's, I think 7% play it monthly, 1% play it daily. Think about that. Putting all of your future possibilities based on the lottery, right? And you think about how much money is put out there, how much money is put into the lottery. And it's cash, right? I didn't even know that you have to buy lottery tickets with cash, right? So to put cash, to go out there to buy lottery tickets for which it's just a hope and a dream. Well, why do you think we're failing in other aspects of our life? Because we're treating everything else like hope and dream. Like, I hope this happens, right? I hope I get the promotion, or I hope this business works out, or I hope I meet this special someone, or I hope I can, do this race, or I hope I can fill in the blank. Your life is a series of faith, devotion, continual improvement, and execution. Hope is not there. Hope is something that happens when we have nothing else to lie back on and fall back on. Your battle within yourself is for you to take control of your day, to take control of your destiny, take control of the purpose that you bring to each activity. So if you're wandering through like a zombie each day, what else could be worse? You look at, someone mentioned the show The Walking Dead the other day, right? The show where there was just a bunch of zombies, and there was people now that found intent in their life because they had to survive against the zombies, right? But that's almost like entrepreneurship. There's always people out there who are zombies just going through these activities of which are not having any purpose and are not helping society forward, right? And it's continuing to be the energy for which most society lives by. But you're breaking the pattern. You're breaking the path. You're changing the course of history with you. But you have to look at the vision. Even if nobody else is seeing it, you have to have the vision of where you're going, because that's going to give you the intention and purpose to get there. And not everybody can see it. Not everybody can see it, but you can. And that's all that matters. All right, if you found value in this, go down there and share this with somebody else who could use to hear this message today. This is how this podcast continues to grow. So much growth has come. Thank you so much for everyone who's listening. If you could do us a big favor, go down there and give us an honest ratings and review. It means the world to us. We read them all, and it helps to continue to push the show in front of you and others who have the like-minded effect, who want to live 100. I'm Jason Yarusi. Let's do this.